What is going on, everybody? This is Jose Ledesma, a.k.a. Puerto Rican Poppy on the mic. This is my co-host, Kuya Flip. You are on episode 23 of the Ignorant Shit Only podcast.
Yeah.
Today we have one of the biggest names in rap, especially when it comes to female artists. He's mostly here in Sacramento, Miss Kayla, a.k.a.
Hey guys.
Superstar. All right.
23, we in this motherfucker. Let's go.
So let us get started with question one.
Really quick, before you do that.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
No.
I can run it.
Okay, yeah.
So, as you guys see, we have merch on the table. Merch on the walls, okay? This is our first line of merch. It is going to be by and sponsored by Emboss Threads.
Yeah.
So, please go to Emboss Threads on Instagram. We will have it in the description of the YouTube video when we release this in an hour or so. Please go to her Instagram page, order from her. As you see, our shit looks great. And also, this is something I definitely want to promote. He's kind of iffy about it, but I want to promote it. If you do any ignorant shit in our merch, please let me know. Send me a video, and we will shout you out in our episodes. Absolutely. And I don't mean just regular ignorant shit like just drinking with the homies or smoking with the homies. Like, no. Commit crimes.
Yeah, full on commit. Start bipping.
In our merch. If you do it in our merch, we will shout out your Instagram.
I want boosters. If you sell EBT, absolutely. Do it in merch. All of that.
Y'all need a liability clause in here that y'all are not liable for any injuries.
We're not liable. We're not liable for shit. We're not liable for shit. But what we're saying is, if you want to get shouted out, do ignorant shit in our merch.
You want to prove your neighborhood's active? Go commit a crime in our merch.
If you want to prove that you're worthy of the ignorant shit only merch. If you want to prove that you're worthy of the merch, do ignorant shit in it.
Facts.
That's all I'm saying. We will shout you. I will shout you out on the episodes. DM the ignorant shit only page when you do it. Send a video or something if you're doing something ignorant. I will not. Obviously, I won't say what you're doing, but I'll shout you out on our next episode.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
God bless.
Absolutely. So let's get started then. For you personally, what does your creative process look like? Whether you're writing music or whether you're spitting a track in the studio?
Oh, it's kind of like a lot of people's, how they'll be in their car and they'll write. Whenever I feel compelled to, I will go sit in my vehicle. I'll have my blunt or my wood. I'll go through hella beats on BeatStars because I'm telling y'all, I have not found nobody that can consistently like give me beats. Oh. So I'm like on that vibe of just, I'll listen to like 30 beats, and then if I like it, then I'll start trying to put what I'm thinking into a cadence. I do the cadence of flow, then the lyrics last. So it's like beat, cadence, flow.
Okay, for sure. Shout out. Really quick, before we go, give me your email when we get out of here. Most of the co-owners here are producers. My brother-in-law's a producer. I'll get you in line with some Sacramento, talent.
Okay, I got you.
Absolutely. So... Can you share, because obviously when I was like looking you up on social media and everything, you talk about your dad a lot.
Yeah.
So can you talk about what your father means to you as a person and now as an artist, as you're obviously blowing up and doing your thing?
Oh man, it's kind of like when you're a kid and you have those moments with your family, and when you get older, then that nostalgia hits and that, damn, I missed this, I missed that. My dad died when I was 16, like right before I turned 16. So once he died, I spent so many years, I guess just, I didn't want to affiliate myself with anything that reminded me of him. So like rap at all, WWE at all, I just kind of stopped. And then as I recovered and began to heal, all that shit from back then with my dad meant so much because he was that nigga outside with the speakers blaring. He's the nigga that put me on all these artists as like from the 90s to the 2000s because I was growing up in the early 2000s, and he was making sure I was educated on everybody except for like Biggie. He didn't really care much for Biggie.
Could have been an East Coast thing.
Hella Tupac,
for sure.
Hella Too Short, all the artists from NWA, just shit like that. Exhibit, like he had me gamed up at such a young age. So now getting back into it, I think of him with every little thing that I do, and I'm like, damn, if he was still here, because he never even got to see me rap, ever. Just him and my brother, and I was always in the back while they would rap these songs, and I was like, damn, he gonna see one day when I get more like up there. And then he just died before, so don't wait. If you want to share anything with anybody that you love, do not wait. I waited way too many years. He probably would have been like, damn. So he means the most to me in this rap shit. Like that nigga, he's always in the back of my mind.
Yeah, probably would have. You mean like biggest fan. Same thing too. I make music. Dad passed away kind of around like 16, so I can only imagine the type of support that he would have been around for me, and same goes for you as well, what kind of support he would have offered.
Yeah, I think he would have been a big fan. He probably wouldn't have liked too much of the like sexual shit, but I don't really do too much of that anyway, but I think that's why, because I think about this nigga and I'm like, man, I'm always on that boom bap rap. I'm trying to become a little more mainstream, a little more appealing for the girlies with the sex rap and shit, so...
But I mean, that's like probably your biggest motivation, though, right? Is knowing the fact that he's not here, but knowing that you could rap and he would have enjoyed, listening to you spit bars and shit.
Yeah, I think my number one motivation in music is just, when you really sit there and you break down the flower of life and how you're not gonna be here that long. I don't know if you believe in reincarnation, but if that is a thing, nigga, you don't remember. You have a new life, so I want to do everything I can in this life, and every year that goes by, I'm like. Not like I'm scared to die, but I'm like, damn, I'm going to die one day. So I like just thinking about that makes you want to live life to the fullest and do everything I want to do. I don't want to be like 60, like, damn, I should have did this or damn, I should have did that. Like that shit be sounding so cliche, but it's real as fuck.
No, for sure. Yeah. You don't want to end life with regrets.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Because we're at one point or another, we're all going to be thinking about our mortality. Mm-hmm. So that's all a part of that thought process. Since you started naming some rappers and shit, before you started rapping and becoming who you are, what rapper was your biggest influence?
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne?
Back when he was in Hot Boys, like, Lil Wayne got me hella excited for rap music. I did fuck with all the other shit that my dad was showing me. I fucked with it tough. But that was what he liked. What he introduced me to. So when I started hearing niggas on the radio, it was like Lil Wayne, Kanye West, 50 Cent. It was like Chingy, Bow Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, come on, fucking Bow Wow and Chingy have one of the sickest flows. Like, how the shit comes out their mouth. Like, T.I., like, T.I., shit like that. With all that stuff would just get me excited. Like, these niggas really sound so good. Like, you could take the instrumental off the song and how they sound when they flow. I don't know. I just always liked that shit.
Yeah.
Well, because that was, like, more our generation. So, of course, those are going to be, like... the main shit you gonna listen to.
And I was so drawn to that rap shit. Like when Destiny's Child dropped Soldier, I didn't give a fuck what they was talking about. I cared about Lil Wayne and T.I. I was so drawn to that shit. So it was all those artists, and I feel like a lot of them don't get credit because so many people became like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's Lil Wayne. Chingy got left in the past. Bow Wow gets made fun of all the time. Like, I personally got a
being 5'1",
being 5'1" and acting the way he act though is just the problem. But like,
you know when it comes to Bow Wow, I think of that video all the time where he was like where he had the entourage, and he was like trying to threaten or trying to act tough with Soulja Boy. He was like, but he's like the shortest dude out of his whole crew, and I'm like, bro, this is terrible.
I have a Bow Wow story if y'all want to hear it.
Please.
Oh, okay. So Millennial Tour, Vegas, a couple years ago. That's when I was just like, I'm just gonna start doing shit. It was my first concert, my second concert. Drove down to Vegas, my first time in Vegas ever. Meet and greets for Omarion and Bow Wow.
Yeah.
I'm in this room with all these girls, they're drunk, they're turning up, they're acting how they acting, and I'm just like, whew, all right, because I'm hella introverted, so when I be in them awkward ass environments, like, unless I have a purpose, I'll be looking dumb as hell, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm standing in line. Bow Wow's mom is walking around looking at all the drunk girls and like how they're acting and shit, and she's like, yeah, there's some hoes in this house, like starts calling yes, and I can't make this shit up. I'm high as fuck, mind you. High, like I'm zooted, and my turn comes. This nigga Bow Wow was like this with his arms out, just waiting for that hug, and then I walk up, I hug him, and he's like, damn, you smell like some fire, and whatever, blah, blah, blah. And his eyes were red as fuck, and he smelled it like weed. So I was like, nigga, you too. Like, okay, I see you. Soon as I returned the compliment, he said, who the fuck are you, CPS? Are you here to, are you a op? Who says that? He's like, my daughter's here. My mother's here. And he just starts, tripping out on me. And I'm going to send y'all the picture because you could see how zooted this nigga was. Because in the picture with the flash on, that nigga was higher than me. And when he said that, I was like, what the fuck? So we're I don't want to say we're arguing, but it's hella awkward because I'm like, that's a weird...
Because he's pressing you.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
And then Omarion walks up and he's like, what's going on? He was like, she said I was high. I shit you not. Omarion goes, nigga, you are. And then both start laughing. But I find it funny.
Funny
I was sitting here All right, I guess don't meet them niggas you liked in the music videos when you was younger. But
Hell
Omarion
no.
was very nice to me. He was like, "You're so beautiful," and blah 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 blah. So that made up for it, you know.
Yeah.
But Bow Wow, dog, you owe me an apology, bro.
Hey, yeah, we need that.
We need that
No,
apology.
facts. Especially when he was just on Shay Shay the other day. I was liking the interview, but yeah, no, fuck that. Never mind. You're still 5'1", motherfucker.
And I was still giving you props for being one of the best artists I heard growing up. That will never
for sure.
change. But
Without a
nigga,
doubt.
you a rude ass little motherfucker, bro.
Out of my system to this day.
No,
I've seen
facts.
that motherfucker word
And
for
Tyrese
word.
made that song though. Like
He
if you
did?
think about, no, I'm saying like he was on the
Oh,
it was
T-Pain.
It
No, that was T-Pain. That was
That
T-Pain.
was pulling me back. That's the other one.
Yeah.
Pulling me
Oh,
back.
yeah, with T?
T-Pain made that song. The niggas on the hooks made those songs.
For sure.
Bow Wow did rap good.
Or
on
like even
Yeah.
Omarion too, when it was like
they had that whole album together.
T-Pain went on a crazy hook run for like the longest.
Still can't believe he got bullied out the game. I never knew that.
That
He had
never
all
made.
the
When I
best
found that
songs.
out, that never made sense. By
Everybody,
Usher,
the
by
whole
Usher.
industry, they were making fun of the fact that this nigga used like auto-tune or whatever.
Yeah.
And that they made him feel like he shouldn't be doing shit if he can't do it with his own voice. I don't know. He let that shit get to him. I
And he
heard him
stopped
talk
doing
about
music
it.
because of that for hella years.
And he had all the top charting, like whether it was a feature or just his shit, everything with T-Pain on it slaps. So that's
Yeah.
unfortunate that he let them get to them. But that's another example. Don't let opinions get to you, man, because
For sure.
T-Pain was the hottest too. That's all.
I can't believe that either. I was shocked because I'm like, bro, you was you was the hottest shit out. You know what I mean? Everything you did was fucking doing numbers and shit. You know what I mean? Whether it was features or not. So to let Usher, who's Usher.
Who's Usher?
You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say no allegations on here, but Usher doing the shit he does, and now all of a sudden you don't want to make music for what was it, like 6-7 years?
Gone.
Crazy work.
Yeah.
As you were saying earlier, though, you said the rap you've been doing up until this point is more like that boom bap, right? So to kind of touch on that a little bit more, obviously as lady rappers, the hottest thing to do right now is to talk about sex, to talk about your body and like and that's why I respect your music because it's obviously it differs from that. Like you're actually trying to like let people know, hey, I actually can rap. I can actually rap. So how do you feel about that, about the fact that your flow and your style of music is different from these other women, who are here rapping?
I always like how I am in the music that I present. I feel like the first year and a half that I was really like trying to push this music shit, I was trying to drop the most lyrical, hardest shit that I could, the lyrical miracle, But I wanted everybody to know, so no matter what I ended up doing down the road, bitch, you ain't never gonna say I couldn't rap. Because it's gotten to this point where with artists development, sitting down with people about taking these bigger steps, you have to kind of meet in the middle. So I'm trying to find this mesh in the middle of where I could still be like this AK, this hard ass artist, and just sex it up a little bit. It's but I always like how I am. This has just been I'm not used to it. So hearing myself say certain things in the booth now is like, ooh.
How are you dealing with finding that line?
Weed.
Tight. Hell
Getting
yeah.
high.
Hell yeah.
Because I don't feel like I'm compromising myself, because if I were to fully compromise myself, I would have a Sexy Red track out tomorrow. Everything that I'm going to put out is still going to have substance. It's still going to be bars. It's just going to have a little bit of sex appeal in it,
Yeah.
And a little more mainstream, more catchy shit that could be on the radio and motherfuckers will play it back instead of I can't double XL cipher it forever,
Yeah.
Right.
It's always the hardest verse that I can rap, nigga. That's what I usually do. I'm excited for you guys to start hearing this other shit, It's,
No, absolutely. I mean, to get more of that like radio play sound, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's how you really get other people who normally wouldn't listen to your shit to really like dove into the rest of your catalog and then be like, oh shit, not only does she got this shit, but like she's been spitting
build it all
bars.
up. And I want to be able to appeal to different people. And if I'm just so set in, oh, what the fuck sounds good to me, then that kind of defeats the purpose of trying to blow and get to this money. So that's where I was like, damn, I got to compromise a little bit.
So Kayla, aka the artist and the person, has this always been who you are, or did you kind of just grow and develop who you are now?
I feel like I've always been this way. Like, as I grew up in puberty, teenage years, I was never like a soft, like super girly. Even when I was a kid, like my mom might try to force me, buy me all these cutesy ass things, like to a point where I'm not gonna lie to y'all. In middle school, I thought I was gonna like start dressing like a fool dude. Like I was questioning myself. Like I don't know what the fuck. Not my sexuality, but the way that I looked. I was like, I'm a rugged person. I'm always like getting into fights. I'm always getting into arguments. Like I'm just this rugged ass bitch. There's nothing soft or feminine about me. So I thought that meant that I had to be gay or something. But no, because I got into a rap battle in 7th grade. I've never told this story like publicly. This is the funniest shit ever. Jacob Cannon, fuck you. So I'm rapping against this guy. And he was like, oh, you think you're cool because you could fight? When are you gonna stop lying to yourself and admit that you're a dyke? And that shit sat with me for like, nigga. I went home.
I'm sorry, but that shit, oh my God.
I was like, is it because of how I am that it makes me like guys will never like me? Shit like that. But then I decided to stick to who I am. Yeah, I'm cutthroat. I'm ruthless. I don't take no shit. And I've literally always fucking been that way. It just got to a point where motherfuckers knew better.
Yeah.
So everything's calm now. But any day, you know.
That's crazy. You probably wake up out of a cold sweat at like 3 a.m.
I'm not a dyke. I'm not a dyke.
I'm not a dyke.
I like dick.
He be saying the same
Shut
shit.
the fuck up.
Wow.
Shut the fuck up.
I'll let your boy. But I never felt like I liked girls. I was just like,
it was just how you dressed. And,
it's how niggas presented me. Like, you rugged ass bitch. Don't nobody like you.
That's cold-blooded, bro.
But look at me
fucking
now.
Jacob, bro.
Look at me now. Fuck you,
Fuck
Jacob. And I got
of course there's a dude named Jacob. I'm not,
Jacob Cannon. I won the rap battle. Just so y'all know, I didn't
Okay.
just like,
I was gonna say, did he leave it at that? Was that his final bar?
Yeah, damn.
And then that's why you're still in the cold sweats? No, I'm not.
I said a bar that I cannot say because it would get me canceled.
Okay.
But I'll tell y'all.
Okay.
It's all
Say
good,
less.
yeah.
Say
And
less.
it ended the whole thing, you know, back when people were so sensitive. But, yeah.
No, facts. We agree with you.
Game changed. Game has changed.
So obviously, like in terms of just presenting the way you present yourself on social media, you're a big fan of WWE and you're a big fan of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah,
literally have Frieza tattooed on your leg.
Golden Frieza, shout out Ink by Peanut.
So like,
Is that his final form?
No, that's just one of his forms.
Oh, okay.
But at the he has a newer one, Black Frieza. It hasn't. It's only in the manga, so it hasn't really hit the screen.
on the
yet.
screen yet?
Yeah.
So with that being said, like, where does the love for those two things come from for you, and like, how do you find ways to incorporate that into your music?
My father and my brother, of course. So being the girl, I never could fucking connect. Like, I wanted to watch 106 at Park. My brother wanted to watch Dragon Ball Z. I want to watch Drake and Josh. My brother wanted to watch Yu-Gi-Oh, you know?
Well,
so we'd get into these little arguments, and my dad's like, y'all got to share TV time. I'm going to beat y'all ass. So we started sharing TV time.
That's a way to cut that shit.
Hell
out.
yeah.
Immediately.
Hell yeah.
Like, so I just eventually, when it was his turn, I started watching the shows. And he did the same thing with my shit, except 106 in Park. He did not fuck with that. But I hella just started getting into it. All the fucking Toonami shit. And then wrestling was like my dad's favorite shit. So he forced us to watch that.
Yeah.
It was like, no. Like, he'd have his friends over every Friday, Monday, dinner in front of the TV, every pay-per-view, everybody over. I'm like, damn, I'm stuck with this shit. But I didn't fully connect with it. Like, I remember I was terrified of Kane.
Oh, yeah.
Then I had a crush on him. That's crazy, right?
That's wild.
But
That's a
wild.
weird development.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack there.
I guess I like, and I'm like that to this day. I'll be scared of him, then I like him now. But I like Masked Kane.
Yeah.
And then but it didn't fully connect me to the show. Then there was Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy is that is the go to me. God.
He
Yeah.
was sick. He is sick. But I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I really like this guy. This is my new nigga. And
Yeah.
then John Cena came, and I was just fucking sold.
Oh my God. Word life.
Soon as he
How did he went like that, bro?
something about a white motherfucker rapping, dog.
Yeah.
But it just I learned to like it because they liked it so much.
Yeah.
And then it was like we bonded like hella, just watched that shit every week. That was the only time there wasn't, you know, childhood trauma going on at the house is when we sat down and watched this. And like I said, for all them years after he died, I didn't watch it at all. But now that I've been back into it the last few years, I be at hella events.
Yeah, no, you. I seen that you had like even like shot a video with or around Oos. Jacob.
Oh, Jay, Jay, he was right there. Them fought two motherfuckers.
She's shooting her shot, people.
No, I've dealt with one of them. I will not say who.
Okay.
Obviously one that was single, and he was...
I'm about to say, because aren't they like all married?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you do your research, you'll find out. And I had the biggest crush on him. I was being girly then, nigga. The fuck? I had such a crush on him, and we were vibing so much. We were bonding over our little dead dads, and like we was unpacking shit. We both have scoliosis. I thought the nigga like did a background check on me, and just everything I said I had, he had. But I can't say what ended up transpiring because his career is going great, and I feel like some people, when you say shit, it can really fuck up their career. Yeah. But that nigga, you know what you did, bruh. And niggas know who you are. But I still love WWE so much. He ain't there yet. But I love his family still. I love all them Usos. They're the best right now. Like Jacob.
Yeah, they're
Jay,
really taking over shit right now.
Oh my fucking god!
Because didn't Jay win the heavyweight title right now?
Yeah,
just
he's
recently?
eating it up. He's eating it up. Yep, as the champion. Jacob has a belt. Jay has a belt. All the niggas have.
That's the thing about them Usos, bro. They all just either do football or wrestling. There's like no in between for those.
That's crazy. Or they're in jail.
Or I played basketball. I played basketball with some. One dude came there. He was in flip flops. He's like, I ain't even come to play ball. I'm here to fight. I'm like, what the fuck? We're here to play ball, bro. Like,
nigga said, I'm here to fight.
I swear to God, they came thick too. I was like, oh my.
Well, you know they run like 20 deep.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And half of
like
them are
200.
cousins, and the other ones like fucking.
Dude, you go around one. Like when I was seeing old boy, there was a whole family. Like you around one, them Samoans just start spawning out of nowhere. And I'm like, yo. But they are like, they look a little intimidating. But they're so fucking nice.
Hospitable people.
So nice.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like his family was so amazing. I was like, do I like the family or do I like the the family? I love like because I come from a family of assholes. Like where you bring somebody home and they're like looking them up and down type of shit,
sizing them up.
Yeah, so I like them families that are welcoming. Like yeah, come fuck with us. But yeah, I've met Trish Stratus, Lita. I still want to meet Jeff Hardy and John Cena. Those are the last. I'm not fanned out for nobody but them four. Yeah, and I already met two. So I just got Jeff and John left. And I hope
every time I pop a Norco, I feel like Jeff Hardy.
Yo.
I swear to God, I do.
Don't do my boy.
I'm just saying, I feel like a daredevil.
Disgusting.
Bro, tight.
So for a majority of your videos that I noticed, they were all shot by the same guy, Rob Marley.
Rob!
Can you share how you got connected with him and like what your business relationship was like with him?
Rob was so in love with me. That's what it was. Ha ha ha, Rob. Nah, but Rob, I came across him, or he came across me. I don't remember exactly how, but we ended up deciding, okay, we're going to do this business shit. I was nervous. I don't work with people out here really. And when I ever first worked with Rob, that nigga was hanging out the back of my trunk, with the seat belt on him with the camera while I'm riding the bike. Rob go crazy. He will do whatever to get the shot.
I was just about to say that. He seems like it.
Oh, he's just the fucking best. So as far as Sacramento goes, like Rob for real, like I bring Rob places if I can just to shoot my shit. He is one of the best videographers, most professional, humble, great turnaround time. So if y'all are ever looking to fucking book somebody, book Rob. He be throwing deals. That's my opportunity to plug him. He be throwing deals. Y'all be sleep on Rob. He is definitely top 2 and not 2 videographers in SAC.
Absolutely. Shout out to him.
Yeah,
shout out Rob.
Obviously, you're a mom as well. So that, you know what I mean, what has been your most rewarding feeling for you as a parent? Having
a kid that's happy every day. My son is happy every single day. He is smiling. He is laughing. That's the most rewarding, because everybody feels like they should get a pat on the back for just doing the shit you're supposed to do as a parent, like taking care of your kid, providing for your kid, being in your kid's life. Like that's not, nigga, something you should get a pat on the back for, or feel like, like you should feel good, like for having a happy kid and providing them a happy life. So that is the most rewarding feeling. My son is level 3 autistic, and he still thrives, and he is just the most happy kid. So,
well, that's awesome. Yeah, that's all you can ask for at the end of the day is that, like you said, your kid is just happy and enjoying life every day. And when I was looking up everything, I noticed that you do travel a lot, you travel like literally all over the fucking place, like Miami, Vegas, fucking Texas, Atlanta, wherever, Texas. Yeah. Like you be going to a whole bunch of places. So that had me thinking, like, how do you find the balance for motherhood and all the traveling that you do?
You know what? That King of Queens theme song plays in my head. Like, I gotta get back to the crib. Like, I gotta get home. When I go travel, I'm not gone that long. And I'm smart. So when I go, I get hella shit done in like 2-3 days. And I come home. I have a very supporting family that believes in my dreams. So whenever I leave for 2-3 days, they got me. And I'm never gone long. So if you think about it, if I leave maybe once or twice a month, at most, I might be gone for 6 days total, you know? It's not bad when I look back at it. I used to feel guilty. I used to have this fucking mom guilt that's like, oh, you got to be at home all day, every day. My job from home, everything from home. But that's psychotic. You have to be able to live a life and not feel bad. It's just, I'm never gone long. If I was gone, I couldn't even be gone for like a week from my kid. I would go crazy. I don't know. Then I'd be a deadbeat. No.
But like you said, it also helps to have that like family support too. You know what I mean? Because you couldn't be able to do what you do without family support.
I would not be able to. I need at least one person. I have a small village, but I'm so grateful for them. Like,
that's a good support system, though. You know what I mean? Sometimes the fewer the crowd can be just as impactful as having thousands.
And because I'm not out here bullshitting. Like, let's say I was like, oh, can you watch him while I just go fucking party in Florida? Like, no. I'm working. They see I'm working. They see that I'm focused, and they see I have a vision, and I'm locked in on it. Like, nobody would want to help if I was just trying to go turn up and shit. Like, They see the plan. They see it all.
Good shit.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say same thing for me too. Like, don't get me wrong. If someone was like, "Hey, can you watch my kids?" I'll be like, "For sure. Don't worry about that. Taken care of." But if this is a consistent thing and it's like you just partying and there's nothing coming from this, like,
what's the fucking point?
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, what the pay me.
I need some money.
What has been the best and worst experience you've had traveling out of town, and which city, if you don't mind?
Should I tell the car rental Atlanta story? Which one should I tell?
Oh my God, what about the flights coming back?
When everything got canceled? We were stuck?
Or no? Yeah, the one in Atlanta, the one you're talking.
The car rental one? Okay, so I'll tell the worst first.
Yeah.
Okay.
I landed Atlanta. It's my first time there. And I'm going to get my rental for my car. My shit was supposed to be ready at like 11 a.m. I landed an hour late because of flight delays. So my shit should be extra ready, right? I get there. My shit's not ready. I'm like, cool. About like 30 times I had to be like, okay, it's cool. Because they took like 5 hours to get my fucking
5 hours?
Yes. And then they were very nasty. Like, so I guess they're the only one that's independently owned, or one of few that's like independently owned. I've never heard of this shit before, but it was Budget, Atlanta, Harrison Reed Airport, whatever the fuck that shit's called. And I didn't ask for a manager till the 5th motherfucking hour. Then I'm like, you really gonna make me have to do this? All right. I'm not trying to be rude, but I had a booking that exact night. So I'm like, y'all really holding me up from getting ready, getting to my Airbnb. Like, what the fuck is going on? And the dude comes out, and before he even let me talk, this nigga's like, we could just cancel your blah, 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 blah. He came out on some hot shit, and then he kept putting his finger in my fucking face, and I'm not raising my voice, because I've done this shit. I know how to talk to people, you know? I don't have to act a fucking fool. It's not gonna get me anywhere. And I was like, I paid for this. He was like, I don't care. We reserve the right to cancel. And I was like, I just want to know when I'm going to get my shit. Like, what is going on? Yeah, and he just kept being mad aggressive. And then the coworkers, the bitches, when they finally have my shit ready, they're like, we don't have to give you shit, and we can do things to you. Like, they threatened me, nigga. And I was like, I thought they wanted to fight. So I'm like, what's up with it, bitch? The fuck are we on? I already had the keys in my hand. They're like, we could cancel it still. I said, do it and see what happened to you. And you know what they did? When I returned the car, they put hella fees on my shit. Hella fraudulent fees, to where, like, instead of getting my deposit back, I didn't get it back. So
what, they said, like, you smoked in it and shit? And...
They were just like, what they said is that I returned the car late. I returned it when I got it. Like, so I got it at, like, I was supposed to have it at 11. I got it at, like, fucking 5 p.m. So on the due date, I brought it back at, like, 4:30. And they tried to say I was supposed to have it back at 11. Ain't that fucking crazy?
Yeah, you get my shit till 5.
So they did some shit where they charged me, like, instead of charging an extra day flat rate, they did some, like, crazy-ass hourly fee for every hour late that I brought it back.
What?
Yeah, I refilled the gas. I guess there was a little bit left, so they, like, charged me hell. They were just everything they could get me for. And so I tried to call like customer service, and they were like, oh, well, they're independently owned, so we'll have to do this and this and this. And I only ended up getting barely any of that back in the long run. So that was my worst traveling experience. Like, oh my fucking God, nothing is worse than being on flights across the states, finally getting to land, thinking you finna go get your car, go to your crib, and you stuck at the airport for 5.5, 6 more hours. Awful experience. Motherfuckers was rude as fuck. I was disappointed because they was black like me. That shit was mad disappointing. Very arrogant, very nasty. So I know you bitches, you might see this. Fuck you too, you bitches that was like, we can't blah, blah, blah. Because they really did charge my card up. And they charged me for like 5 hours extra, hella money, when I didn't get my shit till 5. So that was my worst. My best. What was my smoothest trip? My first trip to Vegas.
That one with the Millennial Tour and all that?
No, my first musical trip, not my second trip to Vegas, I guess. My first music-related trip to Vegas where I was going out there to work. I was shooting a video, and with a cinematographer, great quality, great fucking work, and I was nervous. I had to get my hair done, makeup done, like all that shit that like bitches be playing. They be canceling appointments at the last minute. So I get out there, every appointment went smooth. I didn't get the song back like I needed to, and I had time to go book a session and redo the whole fucking song in 1 hour.
Ooh,
and then I went straight from there, hair, makeup, and then I was on set. And it was a great fucking day. And, and the song was fire. That's Villain. If anybody wants to go watch that video, it is Villain. It's on my YouTube. It's such a great video. It was oh my God.
Yeah, that's the one with you in like the police precinct room and shit. Yeah,
Yes, that is such a good fucking video. It was one of my favorite videos. And that was a great time. I like when a business trip, just everything goes great. Because, you know, all those little things like the bitch being 3 hours late to your hair appointment or canceling on you, that stuff all starts to add up. And I have anxiety, nigga. Like, I will, if too many things go wrong, I'll be like,
I don't do it no more.
I'm not dealing with it. I'm cool. Yeah.
No, I didn't even think about that, like, you know, from the artist perspective of having to, like, the get ready time. You know what I mean? That's, like, critical.
Because it sounds so fucking just, like, vain or whatever. But it's like you have to look good. You have to present, especially if you're paying thousands of dollars to shoot a video. You need to present yourself well. So I take pride in all that shit. When it goes wrong, it's like, damn. Especially being a girl. It's like if you needed to get that lineup right before, and the barber canceled.
Which is basically what he does every episode.
No, I'm definitely, I'll be late and shit. Because okay. Because I'll be going to the barber and shit, and so, my bad.
You see him flash the shit, though? His hairline real quick.
So speaking of Vegas, it seems like that's like your favorite place to go to. Why is that?
Oh, I think because so that experience I had where I was able to re-record the song, I met an engineer there. He ended up going to a different location, so when I came back, I was able to link with him, and then I just built a really great team out there. Great engineers, great interns, great studio owner, and they were able to help me network in ways that just, nigga, don't happen at home. You know, like, I go there, bro, I shit you not. I go there, and they make me feel like who I am, nigga. Like, I go in the room, they treat me like I'm somebody. They respect me. They're happy to see me. They're excited to hear me rap. They're excited to fucking work with me. And some people, like, they should all have that energy, especially if you're paying them, but you don't always get that, like, positive, we're excited to see you, we want to see you win. Like, them niggas want to see me win, they want to see me eat. And anything that I be saying, it be going. So I fuck with them. That's why I like Vegas. I get to meet everybody else out there. I'm actually going back out there. I'm going to be out there for a while doing some little, like, development process. So Vegas, that's where it's at. Everybody be saying it's LA. I have yet to find the sweet spot in LA. I've been networking a little bit, but so
I got a buddy of mine. He's from North Highlands. He's out there right now too. He's a video cameraman. He's got a bunch of like spots. So like I said, after this we'll talk to you and I'll get you in contact with him.
Shout out to Vegas then. You know,
shout out to Vegas.
If that's the place that's showing you major love, shout out to them. You obviously do content creation as well, like obviously to promote how you look and all that other stuff. Do you ever feel like doing both content creation and your music, that one ever gets in front of the other, or that you just feel overwhelmed with your schedule in general?
Content creating is annoying in general. Sure. Like when I'm not doing something I have to do, I'm in pajamas, no makeup, bonnet on. That's just my life. So when I think it's just annoying having to like get ready and stay up with the trends and do da. But I never feel like one comes before the other because content creating is easy. It's just tedious. I'm always gonna get in the studio though, so it's something I know I have to do. Before I was like, fuck that shit. Like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. But then I realized all I gotta do is look good, nigga, and do this little sound and post it, and I go to bed. And then I wake up and it blows up. So
Yeah.
that's why I do it. That's exactly why I do it, because it works. If it didn't work, I would not do it. It's just annoying.
That makes all the sense in the world. This year, especially when New Year's happened, you had made that, thing of like talking about you want to expand like yourself and like, just go on more platforms and just, just show out more on platforms. Why was that this year, 2025, the year of you wanting to go out and be on, social media platforms and other people's like podcasts, and what clicked for you to want to make this the year to do that?
I just decided I want to be in everybody's face one way or the other. So I work hard. I make quality music, but I'm not in everybody's fucking face. And that's where I need to be, is talking to people, meeting people. And once I got over that hump of like, okay, I've made hella music now, I felt like I had a little bit off my back, like I felt like I had to just drop music and focus on only that. But I've been sitting back, I've been doing some research, been thinking, and that's kind of what opened up that door for me, is like, if I'm going here, from California all the way to the other side of the states, like, that is so many different people in these different states that are going to see me. So that's exactly why. Just marketing.
Well, appreciate you though, because of you posting
you
that.
You were probably one of the first people that asked me ever, so I was like, okay, yeah. Yeah,
so appreciate you though, by the way, because like you said, we had a prior conversation. Yeah. Obviously that was then, and then when you had posted, I was like, shit. The worst she can just say is no again. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm here today. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate that. Did you ever sign up for Blueface's rap show?
Absolutely.
And if so, how did that go?
The nigga got locked up. Like, the auditions got submitted through online, right?
Yeah.
And then they were gonna do it, like, go through those, and then if you were accepted, then you would come and do an in-person one. So all that shit happened, and they were trying to like schedule that shit, and then he got locked up. So
isn't he out now?
No, he's still locked up. Yeah, okay. So I don't know if they plan on following up with that and continuing the production of that show. I do think it was a great idea. I hope Blueface is keeping his head up. Like, all them jokes aside, that nigga being a meme and all the drama and bullshit online, like, it's gotta be hard being locked up, for real. So, hope that he keeping his head up, and I hope, nigga, when you get out, do the show, bro, and put me on it.
Absolutely.
Show free Blueface.
So to follow that up, we obviously got to talk about your experience you had with Baddies in Zeus Network.
Oh, that audition?
So, yeah. So can you share how big of a mess that was and how bad that experience was for you?
Fucking nightmare, dude. So it was a 12, 13-hour situation. Let's just start there. I get there mad fucking early.
Where was this at, though?
It was in Oakland.
In Oakland, okay.
It's in fucking Oakland.
Tight.
My first time.
Did your car get bit that day or no?
No.
Okay, good.
I was at the top of the parking garage. Oh my God. It was 12, 13 hours to get through everything. All I know is they wasn't letting motherfuckers do nothing. Go to the bathroom, order food. It was hella shit. I did eventually go to the bathroom. There's a little side story for that. But I'm going, waiting in these lines, and they keep coming out because bitches is fighting, trying to prove their point. A lot of them were wasted. Dude, I was like, I'm really trying to get on this show to market and to network and get a motherfucking bag. These bitches were up there acting fucking stupid. And they almost several times shut the whole production down because of the nonstop fighting. And the producers keep coming out like, doing this isn't going to get you a spot on the show. And they kept saying that. So I'm like, nigga, I don't have a point to prove. I don't need to go punch a bitch to be on the show. So, I mean, if she want to hit me, find out. But I'm chilling. Make my way through on all these hours. I get to the second round of auditions, which was Rolly, Scotty, and Jayla. Scotty got punched too many times in the face that day by bitches, so she was done. I was in the last group. Like, I was like number 3,000 and something. No, they bitches really thought, like, oh, if you punch this bitch, you'll get on the show. Like, it's just shit that don't make sense to me. But, so she was getting pieced up, and I remember she left. So it was just Jayla and Rolly. And mind you, I'm in the last group of thousands at this point. So, which was weird because I was in there, like, at the front. Didn't make no sense. But the girls are auditioning. We're in kind of like a line, like a centipede, like a long-ass line. And the producers are like, you need to come up here, showcase a talent, and talk about yourself. Nigga, my only talent is rapping. So it's like, that's what I got for you, motherfuckers. And as we're going through the auditions, some girl goes before me. It was a couple girls, and they were trying to rap. It was ass, nigga. Like, I couldn't imagine being the judge and hearing that shit all day, too. But, nigga, I really does this. So they go, no more rapping. You bitches suck. And I'm, like, 2 people away from going up on the second round. I'm like, bruh. Like, I had a plan to rap, you know? So I'm like, what talent? What the fuck am I going to do? So I get up there, and I'm like, we really not going to rap? Like, I'm being funny, niggas. I'm funny. And then the bald-headed, bird-looking bitch, Jayla, she goes, no, bitch, we're not rapping. And then she does this, like, she turns her head away from me and refused to look at me for the rest of my audition. I said, it's cool anyways. I'm Kayla, AK. I'm from da-da-da-da-da. And I just shoot my shit and what my goals are and what I'm trying to get down with. And Rolly was fucking with it. She was like, the other bitch, the bald-headed bitch, Jayla, she kept going, next. And I'm like, what is her fucking problem? I'm ignoring the fuck out of her because you ain't gonna, you know?
Yeah.
And then the other girl, Rolly, she gave me the pass to go to the last round. And she was like, I like you. Da-da-da-da. She talked me up, got my shit. And then I look at the bitch in her face. I was like, have a good day. And she's still sitting there, head turned away from me. Rude ass fucking bitch. So then I'm waiting to get to this final round, which was like Natalie Nunn, Tommy Lee, and somebody else. Who was it? Sukihana? And I'm waiting, and here we go, last table.
Yeah.
She was on the last one, yeah. And like bitches again are still fighting all day. All this shit's going on all day. Eventually, I really had to pee, so I got escorted to the back, kind of where, you know, they be at. And who's the first motherfucker I run into? Krishan. And I felt so bad for her because she had these bitches hanging on her, like she in the middle of them, and she's wasted, bro. And they're putting phones in her face, taking videos. And I see Blueface many-ass far in the back, like, coming from the bathroom. And I'm like, are you good? And the girl's like, they try to look at me like, but why are you trying to if you're her friend, why are you putting a phone in her face when she's like,
wasted,
she was looking crazy, like.
Damn.
Because they're not the homegirls for real.
They're fake as fuck.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I'm going to the bathroom, so I have to go where Blueface is coming from. And then he tried to look at me, and he was like, that's not my problem. And I was like, that's fucked up, Blue. And I went and I peed, and I went back. No, they was vaping in the bathroom. Who was in that bathroom? I forgot who was in the bathroom. I can't remember who, so I don't want to say who. But some of them motherfuckers was up in the bathroom smoking it down. I knew this production was going to get shut down. I come back out. It's literally about to be my turn with this last table of girls. Funniest shit ever. The girls are like, we're not going to fight, right? You guys aren't going to hit us, right? And they're sitting here making packs at the table, like, to not fight. And then they start looking at me. They're like, you're not saying anything. And I'm like, because, nigga, if you watch your mouth, you'll be fine. But I'm not making no promises. You know, y'all weird. Y'all scary. You don't need to be on the show. So I'm sitting there. We go up. Right when we get up, boom, production got shut down for too much fighting. The Marriott got tired of it. They deaded it. Producers were like, we're going to look out for y'all. Because it was only a handful of us that didn't get that last chance. That never happened. I was in Miami. I seen Natalie, nigga, at this nice-ass restaurant I was at on the beach, you know, living that rapper life. I'm chilling. And I see her, and I DM'd her, like, can I holler at you? I'm looking at you, you know? And she was like, yes. I went, sat down. I was eating with her, and she was like, I got you. Like, come to the next thing, and we'll put you on. But I think it was, like, for the Caribbean. It was some shit, and they didn't drop the auditions till, like, 3 days before, and I just couldn't get across the states at the last minute. Then the Blueface shit came, so I'm kind of aiming more towards that. But, yeah, I wasted 12, 13 hours of my fucking day. I was starving. I was suffering, and I was around hella ratchet bitches all fucking day that did not want to check. I want to check, nigga. Like, what the fuck?
Sounds like your dream day.
You're fucking disgusting. Shut the fuck up.
I seen some shit, like.
I bet. I mean, because, like, that's kind of like their whole platform, right? Zeus, in general, it's, like, based on fighting. It's based on just acting crazy.
Having confidence.
I mean, shit, that's how, what's his name
ground.
got fucking popular? Aaron the Plumber?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's how he got, you know what I mean, just running fades all the fucking time.
My mom keep telling me she don't want me on that network because she's like, I know you can handle yourself, but you're above that. And I'm like, but if you go on there and you move correctly, you'll be fine. You know, like, I'm not, if a bitch want to fight me, you have to really dig deep in the hateful part of your soul to not like me for real. Like, I'm a cool ass motherfucker. So it's like, I don't worry. I don't think like, oh, I'm going to go on this show and everybody's going to want to fight me. Like, I'll behead every last single one of them bitches if they wanted to do that. I don't have that sense of worry. Like, I can handle myself, and regardless, them shows do numbers, the platforms shoot up, and I'm always thinking from a networking and marketing standpoint. Like,
yeah.
There's girls on there that were irrelevant as fuck, and their following shot up just for being on that fucking show. So yeah, I was with all that, like bag chase, all that. That's like, what are we here for? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? I would still do it. The Blueface show. Where I can rap, you feel me? Like, that's a rap show, so I feel like that would
to showcase your actual talent.
Yeah,
for sure.
I would tear everybody ass up. No fear.
That's hella fucked up. They didn't give you a chance to rap.
Yeah, that is fucked up.
Literally, she said, "No, bitch." Like, I never had a bitch talk to me like that. They lived to see the next day, so it was so hard for me not to slap the fuck out of her. Yeah. But I was like, I'm a catcher.
I mean, because at that point, though, it's kind of awkward because if you was to try to do something, she could try to, flip the script and be like, oh, this bitch attacked me.
Yeah, and then because they was just escorting girls out at that point of people swinging. Like, they was tired of that shit. So it's like, you're just a lame-ass bitch. Again, you have a stinky-ass spirit. I could smell it from back here because why are you trying to hate on somebody who wants to be on the come-up? I wasn't rude. I wasn't lame, bitch. I just made a joke. You got mad. Fuck you, ho. And if they would have gave me a chance to rap, I would have tore down. Nigga, they had no clue. But then again, they're dealing with thousands of hoes all day that was thinking that they could rap.
Yeah.
I really do this. I don't know. But if I ever got a chance and that bitch wanted it, we can line that up.
Line that up.
Fuck her. I'm not going to lie. Like, I really don't like, I've never had somebody call me a bitch that got away with that and seen tomorrow. You know, like, I think about that sometimes.
That shit's crazy. That shit reminds me of the Drewski auditions on, you know what I mean, when he be posting on YouTube and shit. Yeah. How wild it gets and all that.
12, 13 hours though. Remember that.
That's insane. 12, 13 hours is insane. You mentioned on multiple occasions how you have your family working with and for you.
For surely.
Right? So what does that mean to you personally instead of per se going out and hiring people that could be a part of your team? You actually are like, nah, just fuck that. I'm just going to bring the people that are already with me, you know what I mean, a part of this journey.
Yeah, I guess it just started with seeing like how talented my family is. My cousins were kind of kept away from me because I got beef with my dad's side of the family. Light cliff note, when he did die, he left money for me and my brother, and they tried to bully us for it. And they actually exiled us from the family for not giving it to them. And he told us not to do that when he dies. He purposely got his shit changed to where it was like for us and not anyone else. And they just got rid of us. So it was like she's one of them. They were growing up and I could barely see them. So I didn't get to see how talented these little motherfuckers became. My grandma, she ended up raising them. She had a stroke. I took them in. They're all artists. And I started thinking like, nigga, you could be doing my shit for me. And her and her sister and my older brother, all great anime artists, all great artists in general, just started doing my fucking shit for me. Straight up. Like, all my song covers are by one of them, except for one that I paid a nigga to do, and I hated it, because no offense, sorry, bro, because you probably gonna see this, but, like, I know when y'all just put shit together off Google or AI, and, like, it looks so ghetto, nigga, what the fuck? So I like having them underneath me, because I don't think I ever would have really tried to employ anybody else. I would have just kept trying to fucking figure it out myself. So they do the artwork, assisting and content creation. Like, she's always with me. That's my right hand. Like, anything I need, she'll get it done, and she's happy to do it. And that's the type of energy that you need. I don't want to have to pay random people to do shit for me and act like they care. Like, having my family be a part of my team is their choice. I don't force them, and I appreciate them so much. And what I mean by when I say it's their choice is because they really see the vision. So they'll do whatever for me.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
And can you kind of name off who all is involved? Like,
yeah. So my cousin Diamond right here, she does, as you can see, she's doing like behind the scenes shit for me. She does everything. She did my last artwork, that One Piece one. She made that of me.
Of like the most recent release you just had, right?
One, yeah. Mm-hmm. The one before that, and the one before that. So she does that. She does anything I need. She's always with me on every trip that I go on. And then her sister, Kayla, my other cousin, she did my American Nightmare artwork cover. My older brother, he did my Shenron artwork cover. My other brother, he does the fucking security, you know. And then the other people that I work with, like my photographer Abel, he's like family, and Rob has become to be like family. So once I get somebody good too, like outside of my bloodline, nigga, I cling to them. Like, you know, I like to network and work with different people, but I have a habit of getting stagnant in the comfortability of who I'm around. But now I've gotten smart, and I just bring everybody I'm around all these other people, and then everybody just networking, you know?
Yeah.
So that's the best way to do it. And yeah, it's just them. It's just my cousins and my brothers. Everybody else supports, but they don't have like a heavy hand in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of your brother, you had mentioned that conversation back when you had your son that you stopped doing music.
Yeah.
Right? I forgot what the timeline was exactly, like what year that was. But you had talked about how you stopped doing music for like a year or two, and then your brother had to sit you down and be like, is this something like you really want to fucking do?
Yeah.
So like having that conversation with your brother and you then decided to like, you know what, I'm going to actually like go full tilt on this shit. What was the first thing you worked on after that point?
I was like, I'm going back to the studio. I feel like I was making a lot of music that was hateful as fuck, like shit that ain't even out. Because I was mad, I was bitter about some shit, you know. But I just started getting more comfortable in the studio because I was just recording wherever. And then when I went with Smalls, I met him through a different friend that I was no longer cool with. So like, I didn't feel comfortable going to that nigga. I didn't know how all this shit worked. You feel me? I just had the talent. So I just started to hit people up and started going back. And I was just in the studio. And that was my only priority, was being in the studio and getting comfortable in the studio. That was 2021. And then as that time went by, I was like, all right, now it's time to start piecing this shit together and really learning the game and learning all these little dumb details that I have to know and I have to do. And yeah, that's literally how all that happened. My brother really woke my shit up. I felt stupid when he was telling me. I was like, damn. Am I really falling off that bad? He was like, yeah, like your whole identity is being a mom. And no offense to people who that is their whole like fucking shabab bamboo, but I'm a person before I had a kid. And he reminded me that I was losing sight of that, like big time.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to him, because I mean, without him, we probably wouldn't even have you the way you are right now.
Shout out
today.
Damien.
Absolutely, yeah. The other thing too is one thing that I can attest to, especially for like new dads out there, or whatever the case may be, if you have a kid, like don't forget like who you are as a person. And I feel like a lot of times, like a big part of our identities is we're dads. You know what I'm saying? And so, but obviously we're still pursuing dreams. You know, on the back end, and we just try to be that catalyst for people to, and in the same way, shout out to you, to let people know, like, yeah, you can be a mom, but you can still also pursue these dreams. So
yeah, I think it's other people that will like try to make you question that, and second guess that, because I've had girls unfollow me like from high school. They're like, yeah, you just kind of do too much. Like, I'm a mother now, you're a mother now, and I don't really like your content. It's like, well, I'm sorry that all you want to do is put in your bio that you're somebody's fucking mom. And that's everything that you post all fucking day. I don't even post my kid on the internet. If you're not on my close friends, you will never see my fucking kid, because I don't trust weirdos. And I have such a big platform. One time I posted me and my kid, and we were walking. It was behind him. It was a picture from behind us. And that shit got shared an abnormal amount of times amongst DMs.
Yeah.
Scared the shit out of me. When I seen like the, what is it called? The analytics on it. It was getting shared a lot. It was very creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have my son on the internet either. I mean,
I don't judge anybody who does. Yeah, but I'm just saying, I personally, that's why I don't. And, and people think it's something else. Like, oh, because I want to be sexy or I want to be this. It's like, no, I'm a rapper, I'm an artist, and I don't want to mesh that up with my mom life or have to expose my kid to the internet. I didn't grow up being exposed to the internet, nigga. Like, I wasn't on the internet at 5 years old. My mom wasn't putting me online, nigga. So, I don't know. I don't do the same.
Respect.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm trying to limit how much I put my daughter on.
It's just really about the weirdos out there. And I think that a lot of stuff in Hollywood has been coming out this last year or two that's like, you would never really fucking think it was that deep and that dark. And I would never have thought until I seen that picture of me and my kid getting shared around. I was like, what the fuck? That's weird.
And it'd be like the most normal looking people, quote unquote normal. You know what I mean?
And it won't even tell me who's sharing this shit. That's the scary part.
Yeah.
Like, if you have a post and someone sends it to somebody else in the DMs, they not finna tell you fucking who. So I spent hella long wondering who. And what I needed to be doing was like, yeah, Kayla, like, you are a little bit provocative online and you have this very aggressive personality with these rap lyrics and all this shit. I didn't need to mix my kid in with none of that on top of the internet weirdos. But anybody who does, I don't judge. I just recommend making sure that you always stay in touch with yourself. Don't just be like, oh, I'm a parent and that's all I do.
So obviously with your music and the content creation you do, how hard can it be to challenge people's perspective of you when it comes to your music versus the way you look? If that makes sense, if I'm wording it correctly.
No, you're wording it right. It's they're just gonna combat each other out. Like, I can't there's nothing I can fucking do, you know, to make the outcome of like people who will come to look at me for how I look versus people who come to me to listen to the music. And all I be hoping is that out of all 60,000 of you motherfuckers, at least a couple of you will go and listen to this and this and this and this. So it's kind of like either they're going to do it or they not. And I don't think about it too much.
Okay.
I feel like everything else still goes well. I used to, though. I'm not going to lie. I used to be like, damn, like, are they all here for how I look? Does anybody give a fuck about the music? But it doesn't matter because, again, that's me giving power to strangers. I care about my music, niggas.
No, that's facts, though. How important is it to inject your real life into your music? Because obviously, like, your Fuck You song, that's based on your situation with your ex.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I bring that up, is to use that as the
The
example.
one who fake stunting?
The fake stunner, yeah.
Fake stunner?
Yeah, fake
Fake
stunner.
stunner. What? It's very important to me. It was different, like, doing that song, because I will touch on stuff, but I won't ever, like, throw a voicemail in some shit or whatever, but I had to. I had to do it one good time. It just made sense, you know? It makes sense sometimes. It really fucking does, but whether it's... Because I rap about a lot of different shit. For some reason, that Fuck You and I Mean It really caught people's attention. Maybe because it had hella drama behind it. And motherfuckers is dramified. Like, if I'm going to tell you this crazy-ass story about all the shit that happened, then it's like, they're like, oh, yeah. Feed the sheep. I don't care, nigga. Like, so that's why I keep it real. If I was sitting there trying to rap like life was sunshine and rainbows, I probably would have already made it. If I just rapped about ratchet shit and bullshit that don't matter, maybe I would have made it. But I just don't saturate my shit like that. So I try to keep it, like I said, I'm trying to find a balance. Mainstream and the real. But,
Yeah. While staying genuine.
Staying genuine,
Absolutely,
at all times.
So you already kind of touched on your favorite WWE characters and people. Who are your favorite Dragon Ball Z characters?
Vegeta is my favorite.
Vegeta's my favorite too.
Hey, Vegeta always ready for the fade.
So when I was getting my tattoo, it was actually between Vegeta, Frieza, or Beerus. I was gonna get Beerus.
Beerus is the cat, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, he's the ultimate nigga, you know?
Yeah,
He's the ultimate nigga. And I like ultimate nigga Zito. Like, and I like Vegeta mostly because he might not always get the one up, but he gonna try. You know, and he gonna back up that mouth. And
the mouth is what gets me with Vegeta, bro.
Same thing with Frieza, mouth almighty. But Beerus, he don't gotta say much. I do like him too. Goku's my least favorite. People hate that because I'm like, bro.
Goku's a deadbeat dad. I can't fuck with Goku.
Goku is a deadbeat dad, but it's like, how many times, bro?
Piccolo raised his son.
It's true.
It is.
You never, well, he off training, or he off in a chamber, or
never
he
thought
off
of it
doing
that
a
way?
I
tournament.
never thought of it that way.
No, Piccolo raised Gohan. So Goku's a deadbeat dad.
And he trained that nigga.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not super deep into Dragon Ball Z other than like what I hear from other people, so I've never really thought about it from that
I'm
perspective.
a lore deep. I don't like Goku because how many fucking power-ups? Like, every time this nigga finally get his ass whooped, he's like,
There's another one.
new color, a new fucking form. But it's like, bro, fuck you. Like, that should be getting me
Where's
hot.
your cap?
Because, like, Vegeta, he don't get all that, you know?
Nah.
So it's just like the never-ending power-ups, and his whole storyline is just being the best in the universe. And it's like, you are so conceited, dog. Goku is the most conceited character in Dragon Ball Z. People will say it's Frieza. People might say it's fucking Cell. But I'm telling you right now, it's Goku.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen a nigga more annoying, like, I gotta be the best.
The realest shit I ever seen Vegeta do, and I was like, oh yeah, he just doubled downs as my favorite character. It was when he was fighting. I don't remember what show or movie this was from, but he was fighting someone, and then Bulma was in the back like, hey, if you don't stop fucking fighting, you're not taking baths with me anymore. And he deadass said, okay. And just deadass stopped fighting. And Vegeta don't stop fighting for nobody, but as soon as Bulma was like, oh yeah, we're not taking baths together no more. He's like, you know what? Fuck that. Goku, you got it, bro.
Yeah, you got that.
Yeah.
I was
can't
like,
reach
oh,
my
yeah.
back.
He got his priorities straight.
I need help.
I need help.
This nigga boy.
Okay, so we're at the part where we like to do top fives. So we always do one at the end of every episode. If you want to do it combined with women and men rappers or just rappers in general, it's completely up to you. But top five.
Easy peasy. I hate this fucking
Of all
question.
time. I know.
It's
We do this with everybody.
It's everybody does this, but it's normal. It's a normal question to ask. I try to keep my top five consistent, but I just like so many people.
Yeah, it's tough.
Obviously, we got my boy Mac Miller on the hoodie.
R.I.P. Mac Miller.
We've heard that before too.
People hate that I have 2 white people in my top 5.
Who's the other white person?
Eminem.
Oh.
Em's fire.
That's funny because a lot of people, I don't know, at least from what I've seen on the internet, people have just been discrediting Eminem a lot lately. Like, it's been popular to say he's not, top 5 or even top 10.
That's that again.
It's just a new generation. I feel like they're not relating to him. But when we heard him,
for sure. Yeah.
With the Marshall Mathers EP,
he's still a good rapper. They just are mad. That's social media now, bro. It's too many apps. It's too many opinions out there, and everybody is, bro. They are fucking sheep. If one video goes viral of someone talking shit about Eminem, 80% of people are gonna dick ride that opinion. Yeah. Eminem is one of the greatest to do it, and that will ever do it. My number 1 is Lil Wayne. My number 2 is Eminem. My number 3, Nicki Minaj. When it's 5 and 1, boys and girls, I gotta put Nick in there immediately. Then I would say Mac Miller, and then I would probably say T.I.
T.I. don't get enough love and respect. T.I. is one of my favorites of all time. So, like,
no one crazy bars, crazy flow, very original.
That 2000s run was just, bro, like, I can listen to that whole 2000s catalog.
Yeah.
And no one ever mentions him.
T.I. verse, he was doing, I think it was the Underground freestyles with Tigga, and he dissed Ludacris.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the hardest shit ever. I fucking love T.I.
No, yeah.
Too many great artists. I probably change my top 5 every fucking time, but
yeah.
Eminem is always in there. Wayne's always in there.
Hell yeah.
I like to give T.I. whenever I can his flowers. So much T.I. growing up. Like, that nigga was on every radio station.
For sure. He had a good ass run.
So at this point, if you have anything upcoming, live performances, new music you're dropping, anything in general, is your time. Take as much time as you need to say and mention anything.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to be consistently dropping singles, dropping content. I am building a project. I can't say too much on that. A lot of this shit I can't say too much about because I got a little contracts, NDAs, shit like that now. But you will still be getting that fire. You will still see that consistency. I'm working on getting another visual out with Rob. Oh man, yeah, just keep staying tuned in, and you're gonna see song after song after song after song after song after song. It's basically
fire.
I am considering doing merch, but everything else is just kind of it's gonna be a little bit.
Yeah.
So I just tell everybody to keep watching. You never know what's gonna happen. There's new opportunities that come every single day, but what I will always be doing is providing bangers.
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
Shout out to her. Shout out to you for coming on the show.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks
you.
for having me, guys. This shit was lit.
Shout out to Judy with the camera work.
Yeah.
Shout out to your cousin Diamond here who joined us as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This was episode 23.
Yep.
LeBron episode. LeBron James.
Not
Is
LeBron.
that whose number it was, dog? You said Jordan, Kobe, and now LeBron. Who the fuck is 23?
No, because we were confused.
It's 23.
If 24 is.
Yeah, we thought it was 23 or 24.
So it's LeBron?
So
LeBron
I just
wore
confirmed.
23.
Yeah, he did wear 23.
He did.
And so did
for Cavaliers.
Jordan.
So did Jordan.
Yeah,
Okay.
he wore 6 in 23. He's majority wore 23, but he's wore 6 before too.
You a
Yeah,
big,
but why
you
would
a
you?
big
Why would
LeBron
you say
fan?
LeBron though?
No,
Why
I
would
just
you
don't-
say Jordan?
I know we're both like
Like,
when
why
he
would
said
you say
LeBron.
no,
Because you
my
never
fucking-
seen Flight, the content creator Flight. He okay. Well, anyway, he's a streamer. He likes
I know,
to just yell
yeah.
that shit randomly.
Yeah.
It's meant for comedy purposes.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, say Jordan though.
But no,
We both are
no, Jordan's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
That's a conversation. That's a conversation.
For me, he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
I was using LeBron James as for comedic purposes.
Gotcha.
That's
Okay,
where
yeah.
that was
Now
coming
that's
from.
clarified. Episode 20.
23. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Because you was finna get packed out.
You're fucking disgusting. Shut the fuck up. What, by the gingerbread man? Not
Yeah.
by you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh my God.
this was episode 23 with Kayla AK on the Ignorant Shit Only podcast. We have next week's episode. I forgot his name.
Chico Gonzalez. Episode 24. Chico Gonzalez.
Next Saturday.
Activist. Mecha. You know, he's been involved in the community. Poet, artist. Super excited to have this guy on.
His former teacher as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we get to learn of how terrible and how fat of a student Marlon Sanchez was.
Disgusting.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah.
This was episode 23. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys have a great Saturday. See you next week. Peace.
Keep it ignorant, motherfuckers.
Facts.